Hello, everybody. It's your girl Virgo Moon Insights back with another message for the sign of Virgo. Just want to say hello to everybody out there today. I did do a collective reading. Jeez Louise, I need to do my nails. I did do a collective reading, a channeled message this morning. Check that out. It's posted on my YouTube page and it's also posted on my Instagram. So yeah, check that out. Usually I do these disclaimers. First of all, I don't read reversals unless they come out in the reverse. But right now, I've just been focused on using oracle cards. If I feel called to pull any tarot cards, I'll be using either the Hermetic Tarot or the what is this thing called again? The Everyday Witch Tarot. And please excuse the noise in my background. I am in my office right now, but I have an office at home, so I'm not the only one who lives in the building. You will hear other sounds. So aside from that, let's get into the reading. I just want to try to see what are the energies for today that that are concerning Virgo. I always say I am a Virgo moon, a Pisces sun, a Leo rising. That's an interesting combination, let me tell you. But for the most part, I gravitate more so towards Virgo. And for those people who know me, they probably can attest to the fact that I'm always about my business. I do what I need to do for myself. And, I love people and I'm always volunteering and I'm always doing all of that. But to be perfectly honest, as a Virgo, yes, I care about other people, but I'm kind of, believe it or not, really shy. Not like, I guess reserved. I'm more so reserved. I'm not the type of person to be out and about anywhere, everywhere. I don't got 10,000 people behind me all the time. Like, it's just a Virgo quality. But at the same time, I do have those Pisces aspects where I get emotional. I'm always swimming in my feelings, But we are doing this reading for the sign of Virgo. And I just want to say like, share, comment, subscribe. If this reading resonates with you, great. If it does not, that is okay as well. There are so many tarot readers on YouTube. I watch quite a few of them. And let me tell you, the readers out here are phenomenal. And you got to be called to do this. I figured that's probably why there's so few of us in this field, in this industry. But you really have to be called to do this because you're going to experience a lot of backlash. People will tell you that you don't know what you're talking about. People will call you crazy. Like dark night of the soul after dark night of the soul after dark night of the soul. You know what I mean? So for all of my readers out there, I empathize. I know where you're coming from. For those of us who enjoy getting readings from other people, even I can read for myself, but I enjoy getting readings from other people. Like I said, I enjoy watching readings on YouTube. There are some really talented people out here and gifted, I should say, not talented. I mean, I guess I could say talented, but gifted. They're definitely gifted. And yes, my disclaimers are sometimes I do curse, depending on my mood. I could be, depending on my mood, Lord Jesus Christ. So I do curse. If that is a problem for you, I would suggest you click off right now. I do say the N word every once in a while. And that is the N-I-G-G-A. I do not say N-I-G-G-R. And I mean, it may be like, for some people, that may be a problem, the fact that I say it to begin with. But I'm really just learning that I'm not here for those people. I'm not here really for people. I'm here for me, ultimately, right? It's my life. I have to live it. I have to be comfortable in my skin. I have to be accepting of myself. First and foremost, I'm not trying to offend others, but if whatever I say is offensive to you, you have that wonderful ability to reject whatever it is I'm saying to you and to just click off, find something else to watch. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying. The other disclaimer is you will hear me say things like, for the N-I-G-G-A's in the back, I'm spelling it out because I don't feel like saying that word right now. That's mine. I coined it. Please don't take that. Copyright that. Also, I probably might say things like, and the real ace is like, so I just have my own little sayings that I really, I noticed that people, especially when it comes to intellectual property, people love to take what is not theirs. They love that. So I just want to say that everything, all of my intellectual property, all of my sayings, all of who I am, who I is all me. I am authentically me every single day. I am a non-binary individual. One day you will catch me in some, some braids, and some other days you catch me in some like seriously masculine energy. So, and some days you won't catch any kind of masculine or feminine energy. I like to call this energy night and day energy, because that's really what it is. Like sometimes I'm in my moon energy. Like I'm always in my moon energy. Ciao. I'm always in my moon energy, but some days I'll be more so in my moon energy, and some days I'll be in my sun energy. So you never know what you're going to get. And sometimes I feel like a Leo rising, I just step into a room and gravitate and magnetize and everything, I guess today I'm feeling good because I am, I feel like I'm in my element right now. Okay, so to get to these readings, I am using right now, getting into the Vortex Oracle cards, and I will be using some more Oracle cards for this channel, well, not channeled message, for this reading today. I already did the channeled message for this reading today. And like I said, if I feel pulled to pull any of any tarot cards, I'll be using the Hermetic Tarot or the Everyday Witch Tarot. So the first card coming out for you guys is, I can look for things I appreciate in relationships. So maybe, Virgo, some of you are dealing with some relationships right now. Well, we're always dealing with relationships, right? Whether it's the relationship with ourselves, relationships with others, our spouse, life partners, children, family members, mother, father, sister, brother. I always say that. The card says you cannot get the relationship of your dreams when your chronic thoughts about relationships feel lonely or angry or worried or disappointed. Ooh, ain't that a word? Jesus. But as you look for things you appreciate in yourself and others, as you make lists of positive aspects of past and present relationships, you train your vibrational offering to match the vibration of your desires, and your perfect mate must then come. It is law. Let me tell you, I love these cards. I don't know if these like when I do readings, if these messages are for me or if these messages are for others, but I always say this. I feel like anybody can use this advice, right? For example, for myself, I'm constantly like, I'm in this energy of I am good by my damn self. You feel me? And I had to learn how to be okay with being by myself. So I'm in this energy right now of like, I am good by myself. But at the same time, I don't want to not allow positive relationships into my life because of past experiences. So I feel like this card, Virgo, is telling you the same thing. I feel like it's saying, even if you are good by yourself, even if things appear to be, as they should be by yourself, maybe you should take a closer look at what it really means to have a relationship with others. Like, how are you showing up in the relationship with yourself as well? Like, if you are constantly thinking negative thoughts about yourself, how does that reflect in your relationship with yourself? Like, how are you able to take care of yourself? Because a lot of us need to do some self-care. And we're just like, no, I'm good by myself. Like, you know what I mean? I'm over here telling you, oh, I'm good by myself. But it's really self-care. Like, I need to be in my hermit mode right now because I've done the overextending of myself to others, and now I'm just kind of like pulling and drawing my energy back, and I'm realizing that the relationship with myself has been suffering this whole time. So for me to have a positive relationship with myself, I need to think about the things that I appreciate about me. And that's really what allowed me to start doing my readings, because I had been building up to it for so long. I started doing recordings of myself. I do this thing called conversations with myself, which is really called rambling with the spirit. And just trying to like figure out, warring with myself, like, when is it appropriate? How is it appropriate to, give of myself and do these readings and teach what I know, because I've been studying the occult for pretty much since I was old enough to read. I guess you can say I've been studying the occult. So it's just been like a personal journey, and also like pulling my energy back made me realize that this is the perfect time to start sharing this with the world. So when it comes to like the relationship with myself, being able to focus on the positive within me, focus on the positive aspects and traits that I have, I'm able to share those positive aspects and traits with others. I'm able to see myself and others in me, and know, like, okay, if I don't want something, that's not what I'm supposed to be focused on. I should be focused on what I do want. And when I'm focused on what I do want, then that's what I am drawing, because you don't attract what you want. You attract who you are. So if I believe myself to be unworthy, then I'm going to continue to attract unworthiness. If you want something of value in your life, and value doesn't necessarily mean currency. If you want to feel valuable, if you want to attract value into your life, you first have to see yourself as the thing which you believe is outside of you, right? You believe this value is something that somebody else outside of you is going to recognize in you and say, oh, you're worthy of a relationship. You're worthy of my love, my affection, my time, and my energy, when you should really just be saying to yourself, I am worthy because I am. Switch the things you are saying to yourself. Switch the thoughts that you're having. You cannot get the relationship of your dreams when your chronic thoughts about relationships feel lonely or angry or worried or disappointed. And it's true, because if you've gone through those experiences, Virgo, where you've had bad relationships and you're just constantly thinking about how you felt lonely in that relationship, how you were not on the same level in that relationship, how that person brought you down in that relationship. I started my collective message, my channeled message this morning, about don't give up, and don't focus on the bad, focus on the positive, because the overall goal in life is to enjoy your experiences, because the purpose of life is experiences, right? So if you are constantly sitting in this, I had horrible experiences, then you're constantly going to keep attracting horrible experiences. That's what's going to show up in your life. So you have to make a stand right now today to have a better relationship with yourself. First and foremost, when you have a better relationship with yourself, you'll vibrate higher. When you're vibrating higher, you keep your thoughts and your positivity in alignment with yourself, and you're able to attract that which you believe yourself to be. Okay? So we're going to pull a Wild Gathering card for the next message. And listen, I can ramble sometimes. I talk a lot, but I feel like I feel like my purpose, once I was able to start loving myself and like stop thinking about love being something that's outside of me and that I need a partner to be able to love myself. I can't attract a good partner if I don't love me. If I don't build that relationship with myself, if I don't see myself as a worthy candidate for a good relationship, I'm always going to keep attracting that which I don't want. So I was like, let me first sit back and see how I am contributing to my own sorrow, to my own pain, to my own suffering, and then realizing that suffering is going to happen, pain is going to happen. It's my perspective. It's how, as my daughter would say, it's how I'm consuming my experience. And as I'm consuming my new experience, I'm realizing I don't have to be that anymore. I never had to be that. I never had to believe that I was unworthy. And the only reason why I don't show my face in these readings is really because I want the message to get out. I was one of those people who had, I'm being perfectly honest, just don't like to be in front of the camera. Still to this day, but I thought I was going to have to show my face in order to do these readings. But the reality is, it's not about me. It's not about the reading. I mean, it's not about me. It's about the reading. So the message that I'm trying to get out is I'm learning all of these things so that I can teach you what I've learned. And what I've learned is more important than what I look like, period. So, if the messages resonate, that is the point of the message. That is the relationship that I'm trying to create with you. Like, to stop seeing things on this like physical realm, to stop seeing things as with your naked eye, and start using your inner eye to see, to read vibrations, to read energy, to listen, to hear, use your senses. You know what I mean? We're not using scientific methods. This is quote unquote spiritual readings, right? So spiritually, we're not using our naked eye. We're using our inner eye to detect vibrations, to be able to see things for what they are and see people for how they are and likes thereof. So we're going to pull a wild offering card to get a clear message. I mean, sometimes I pull these cards and let me tell you, one card is more than enough because like I said, I could talk for days. So we just need one more card. One more card. And I feel like I thought when I first started doing these that I was always going to be sticking to the tarot, but I was realizing that there is a lot of tarot readers, and like I said, I watch a lot of tarot readers, so I'm not downing tarot readers, but I noticed that there is a problem when you go to somebody and you're looking for a solution to your problem, and you're trying to find out how can you solve something, and they're telling you what you already know. So if you go to a tarot reader and the tarot reader is reading you and they're just like, well, right now you're in a dark place and you're feeling kind of sad, and I already know what I'm feeling. You feel me? I need you to tell me what it is that I can do. Maybe you have a different perspective that I'm not privy to. I need your perspective. I don't need you to tell me what I already know about myself to be true, right? So that's why I like to pull these oracle cards, and that's why I've got these specific oracle decks, because they give you these messages and it like kind of like blows out of the water the problem that you're experiencing. It's like, okay, so what I'm experiencing isn't really the problem. What's the problem is my perspective. How do I shift my perspective? Well, maybe I need to see myself in a different light. Maybe I've been thinking that I'm not worthy, or I'm not pretty, or I'm not, deserving. And these cards give you the message that you need for that moment in time. So the next card out right now from the Wild Gathering Offering Tarot, the Wild Offering Oracle. Good Lord. I love this Oracle deck though. The Wild Offering Oracle by Tosha Silver. I love this deck. Solitude. Once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. Ain't this what I just said, Virgo? So when you are in alignment, right? When you are loving on yourself. So when you are not sitting in that energy of guilt, of frustration, of, well, I put in every single thing. I gave 100% of the time. And how come this didn't work out? How come this person's a narcissist? How come this person did this or did that? When you focus on that, you're drawing more narcissists. When you focus on that, you're drawing more situations in which you're giving and giving and giving, and there's no reciprocity. So sit in that solitude, get into your hermit energy, love on yourself, think positive thoughts, transmute the energies that you are experiencing. Find out what you can do. So sometimes and also we hold on to baggage that sometimes that's not even ours. Like, if this person is a narcissist, that has nothing to do with you. Don't harbor that. Don't keep that. Let that shit go. See, that's why I said I be swearing, right? And it was 20 minutes into the video. I couldn't even last, Jesus. So like I said, let it go. Let it go. That's not your baggage. That's not your baggage. I don't care if your mama didn't love you. I don't care if she abandoned you. I don't care, because these are my experiences as well. So I'm saying it like I don't care, because I had to learn how not to care about that. I had to learn that the things that my mother did are not reflective of me. I was the child. She was learning also. She was going through her own journey, and I can't judge her. I can't fault her, but I also don't have to accept her narcissistic tendencies into my life. I don't have to, become her. I don't have to do the things that she did or be the person that she is. So I learned along the way to let things go that aren't mine. Stop carrying other people's baggage. And you'll learn that when you're sitting in solitude, what is exactly yours, right? When you're able to find out what baggages you are carrying and versus what baggages somebody else is bringing into your life, then you can transmute that energy. Then you can say, okay, this is what I have power and control over, and this is what I'm going to do about my situation. But if you're constantly stuck in this place of, I'm not going to forgive, I'm not going to forget, I'm not going to let go, and I'm constantly going to keep dwelling and dwelling and dwelling and harping and harping and harping, you're going to get exactly what you believe yourself worthy of, which is low vibrational energies. And I'm only saying this stuff to you guys because I only just recently figured this out. So, that's why I'm saying my whole purpose in life is to, I guess, experience life and to teach others about my experiences, and hopefully that can help you. And I had to learn that no matter what my mother did, no matter who my mother is, that's not me. What she wants out of her life is her business. What she feels and thinks about me is her business. What is mine is, how do I respond to that? Do I have to be sad about it? It hurts. Nobody wants to be abandoned by their mother. But at the same time, learning that my mother is a malignant narcissist, it kind of woke me up, because it was like, oh, she's just incapable of caring for others, period. It's not me. It's not me. This is her. So it was like, wow, revelation. How am I handling this? Poorly was what came up. I'm handling it poorly because I am expecting something from someone that can never provide this for me. And it was actually to my benefit that she abandoned me. And she, because later on in my life, she came around and she was like, I never abandoned you. I never did, the mind games, because, narcissists, that's what they do. So the mind games were on 10, and I believed it because I thought I needed her love. I thought I needed her acceptance. I thought I needed her so badly, not realizing that I had been doing great without her. and actually allowing her into my life was the problem. So when, like I said, if you are not sitting in solitude, right? If you're not sitting in solitude, contemplation, figuring out who you are, what you want out of life, and focusing constantly, and it's always the same messages, really, focusing constantly on like what you don't want and the relationships that have been horrible in the past, then you're going to keep manifesting that. And I found that I manifested the relationship that I have with my mother and my toxic narcissistic ex. And, you know, that's my baggage. My baggage is not doing the work before I got married. And so not recognizing how I was responding to the relationship that I had with my mother, and that I carried that over into my relationships with my, you know, my significant others. So now, as I'm sitting in solitude, as I'm sitting in my hermit mode by myself and getting to know myself, I'm learning to love me for who I am. Learn to love and accept you for who you are, Virgo. And usually Virgos are really good at this because we, you know, we're all about self-love and self-care. But because we are such a sign of we are ruled by Mercury, we're constantly processing, receiving information. Sometimes you can't help but get lost in the information, the input output, right? So I'm getting in all of this information in my environment, and I haven't had the time to sit in solitude to process it. And now that I have had the time to sit and process it, I know I'm deserving of a love that matches my love. I know I'm deserving of an equal. I know that I'm deserving of this, and I'm not going to settle. Before I was settling because I just wanted her to notice me. I just wanted her to see that I was worthy, that I was smart enough, that I was good enough, that I was kind enough, that I could, you know, make something of myself regardless of whether or not she was there for me. And it was all coming from a place of self-hate, because that's what I internalized. I thought she hated me and I needed to do something in order for her to love me. Well, guess what? Sitting in my solitude, sitting in my thoughts, manifesting and changing my reality, I realized that, like I said, it is not about me. Those are her things, and I don't have to take on her baggage. I now know what is mine. I'm working on what is mine, and I'm accepting of myself. So we're going to pull a healing mantra deck card, because this energy is heavy, especially as I, you know, get into my personal experiences. But that's what you're going to get from me. You're going to get conversation. We're not just going to pull cards. You're going to get, you know, how I feel or how things have gone on in my life, because it's about the lessons that we can learn through each other's experiences, right? Like, and don't forget, somebody somewhere out there is experiencing something worse than you, more tragic than you can ever imagine. So gratitude is always key to be able to transmute energy. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. You're always going to hear me talking about gratitude. Be grateful. Be grateful for the ups, the downs, everything all around, right? So we just need one card from the Healing Mantra deck. One card. One card. That's too much. One card. And like I said, hit that like, share, comment, or subscribe button, and click the bell button too, so you can be notified when I drop another video, either for the collective, for Pisces, for Virgo. I want to keep, I thought about doing 2 separate channels for Pisces and Virgo, but I feel like something about the duality, the nature of the fact that Pisces and Virgo are on the opposite ends of each other is very important. So I want to keep them in alignment with each other. I might, if I do another channel, it'll be for, we're going to take this. It'll be for Leo. So for the sign of Leo. Cultivating courage. In any given moment, I always know exactly what to do. Now, this came out yesterday for the collective message, and I think it applies for this message as well, because it's a courageous thing to step into your truth. It's a courageous thing to accept and acknowledge yourself, to show yourself love and appreciation and respect and kindness, to align yourself positively, to see yourself positively, to think of yourself positively. So if we're trying to create better relationships in our lives, so if some of you are experiencing, a divorce like I am going through, if some of you are experiencing, just time after time after time, you just keep having these horrible relationships, this is a positive message for you to stand in your truth, stand in your power, to cultivate your courage, and to think of yourself as worthy. That, what you believe yourself to be is what you will attract. So yes, cultivating courage, solitude, and I can look for things I appreciate in relationships. So I love these messages for you guys today. I'm going to pull a wild, what is this? I keep saying a wild offering. This is the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Mystical Shaman Oracle. Oh my God. Listen, every one of these Oracle decks, I stand them. For these people who have created these magnificent Oracle decks, I stand them. I've made my own Oracle decks, but those are for my magical, spiritual workings. I do have my website up right now. It is still in the process of development, but it is live right now and I will be doing a Halloween candle vigil. So for the ancestors. So I just want to put that out there for anybody who wants to donate for that. You can cash at me at Dealer Investor. I'm going to light 31 candles for the Halloween ancestor vigil. Right? So I just wanted to throw that in there. Virgo, if you want to donate to that, you don't have to. But all of your donations are appreciated. So we're just going to pull one card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. The Earth Keeper. Now, normally I would pull out the book and I would say, well, what does this mean? But I'm telling you, I know what it means. You are an Earth Angel, Virgo. You know you're an Earth Angel. You know that you came to this life, this time, to be that. And I think that there's too much emphasis on us being Earth Angels for others when we need to focus on. And I think that this is what this reading is about, really, focusing on being an Earth Angel for yourself. Seeing yourself as worthy. And seeing the earth as worthy. So when you are taking care of yourself, it kind of like trickles down to everything else. Kind of like when you see this like this Cultivating Courage card. You see how these little water droplets or energy droplets or what have you, they're like going from the top all the way down to the bottom. So I feel like that nurturing, that inner nurturing that you're doing for yourself is reflecting in the way that you respond to nature, the way that you interact with nature. So I see a lot of you are probably doing like nature walks. I see a lot of you like maybe cultivating some gardens, and I see a lot of you like, because there's some green and some reds here, but I just feel a lot of earth energy, like somebody is thinking of gardening or is gardening or is getting potted plants. I feel like someone's getting potted plants. I think this is a good thing. I believe it's a good thing. I don't have a green thumb. I have tried so many dang gone times. Like, and if it was like, if it's a water plant, like if I can aqua grow it, that Pisces energy, I've got that. But when it comes to like soil, I'm still learning. I do not have a green thumb. Okay. But I feel like some of you are stepping into that energy, like you're even taking care of, maybe some of you have access to like a community garden. I'm getting community garden vibes, like, or I'm just getting like nature vibes, like taking a walk out into like deeply forest, how do I say that, forested, or like I see a lot of wild earth type of energy. Like that's what I'm seeing. And I feel like this card is calling you to be that keeper of the earth. As you keep yourself, as you are kind to yourself, as you love yourself, it is transmuting earth energies. And I feel like getting close to nature, taking off your shoes, stepping into the grass, planting seeds, harvesting, farming, agriculture. I feel like this is a good omen for that. And I know that it's October. Well, tomorrow's going to be October 1st. And the time for planting is over. But in that case, I feel like maybe there's some type of, how do I say this? There's some type of like growth going on in your life, and which it's like something is almost ready for harvest, because I see these flowers and they're ready for picking. Not all of them, but some of them are. So it's like something has been brought to fruition. It's been watered, it's been nurtured, it's been cared for, it's been growing. So maybe you weren't at the right time in the past for a relationship, but I feel like elevating your vibrations, raising your thought process, raising the way that you see and view yourself has allowed you to be able to be at the right place and time in your life and your thought process to be able to not manifest, because you already have manifested this. So it's like something that's finally coming in. It's like something that's finally, you're actually seeing the fruits of your labor. You're actually in the 3D seeing it, and it's like right there. So I just want to read this just so we can get some more messages, and then we're going to close out this reading. And the card is 18, which translates to a number 9. And if you know about numerology, it's like something is you're almost there, right? So the essence of this card is, just as you're involved in co-creating your world, you are also responsible for its well-being. The Earth Keepers are dedicated to the stewardship of the earth and all life. They choose to hold the sacred dream of a planet where all beings live in peace and where the rivers in the air are clean. Remember that everything you do has an impact for 7 generations. Wow. The invitation. You have outgrown your small dream of success and achievement and are ready to dream big with possibilities beyond your wildest expectations. Take on the mantle of the Earth Keeper and reach out to a friend in need whom you may not have been in touch with for some time. Take care of your pets and feed the strays that come by. Clean up your yard, as this is a reflection of your relationship to the earth. Grow the sacred dream, and your personal life will flourish. Remember, it's not about me any longer. The medicine, as you care for your body, you show your care for Mother Earth. So begin with the stewardship of your health. What are you putting in your mouth? Are you feeding on foods and thoughts that are not good for you? Start doing what you know will be good for you today. So basically the same message that I was saying to you guys, like when you start taking care of yourself, when you are nurturing the relationship that you have with yourself, it's reflective in your life and the everyday. So it concretizes in the 3D reality, and it actually affects the earth. So when you are thinking positive thoughts and you are consuming positive things, then you are nurturing and taking care of yourself. Like you're taking care of your seed, that your spirit, right? And that helps you to fall to get into alignment and with the earth and taking care of yourself is like taking care of the earth. Taking care of the earth is like taking care of yourself. So something, it has shifted, or it's about to shift, or it is in the process of shifting, but I really feel for you, Virgo. Something is here, right now. Like, I feel like you've been doing the work. I feel like there's not much more work to be done, but it's just to sit in this energy of gratitude, to sit in this energy of self-worth, self-love, self-care, to be able to put that out into the atmosphere and to be able to harvest it. So it's like a cycle, and it's like I feel heavy to a Pentacles energy. Like you're like, you're not juggling, but it's like a symbiotic relationship. Like you're having some type of relationship with yourself that's impacting the way that you interact with the earth and how the earth interacts with you. And I see positive, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things for you guys. And I'm just really, really happy to have been able to bring this message to you. So keep doing whatever it is that you're doing. Focus on love, focus on positive thoughts, focus on positive messages and healing, affirmations and things of that nature. Sit in solitude if you need to. Go out into nature, and just like the card was saying, clean up your yard if you have one. Clean up your streets if you know, we don't have to wait for the street sweepers. We can clean up the street. If it looks a mess, just clean it up, you know. Be kind to the earth, because the earth will be kind to you in kind, right? So thank you, Virgo, for checking in today and being here with me to get this message. And I really didn't even think I had all this stuff to say, you know. Your girl didn't even know she had all of this to say for today. I thought I was going to come here and give you like a quick read, but it kind of went over, and that's fine. But I just wanted to tell you guys that you're doing what you need to be doing. You are on the path you need to be on. You are going in the direction you need to be going. And if you weren't, I would be happy to tell you, okay? But all positive things. That's all I see right here, right now. And I see the 4, 6. I forgot to tell you about the number on this card. I see the 4, 6, so that's a 1. So, like, you're almost, this is what I mean. Like, you're almost there for some of you, or you are there for some of you, or you're in the process for some of you, right? So keep doing whatever you're doing. You're where you need to be. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate all of you guys. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe, and click that bell notification button. Thank you again. Bye-bye.